Hello everyone, we're about to play our third match with our red-white equipment deck. We have won another die roll, which is good for us. Ooh, that's not such a good hand though. Yeah, we're gonna have to pitch that. It's too slow. We do have Sky Skiff and Pinalar, but we have no equipment. If this had like a goggles in it, it might be worth keeping, but it doesn't. So we're gonna pitch it. And this is a really good hand. This is sort of our ideal hand where we get to play Tarmogoyf on turn 2, and our opponent just has to like find a way. Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah. Let's get another one of those. So we'll play Vantage now, and we'll play Goggles. So we're going to play turn 2, 4, 5, Stonehaven Outfitter. Not a lot of decks in the format can deal with that very effectively. So we're going to try to win with that. See if our opponent has a 1-drop. They do not. So we're going to play... Next turn we can play second Goggles into second Stonehaven Outfitter, which is just messed up, but that's probably what we'll do. We'll have 2 4 5s already. So hello 4 5. Pass the turn. I love playing Tarmogoyf in Standard. I mean, granted, it's a 2-card Tarmogoyf. But yeah, I mean, okay, we're up against T-Merge, which is one of our rougher matchups because most of our creatures aren't evasive, so our opponent can just be like, okay, block with my Primal Druid, thanks for ramping me. I mean, we still attack into it, obviously, but play our next Vantage. We'll play a new pair of Goggles. Guess we don't actually need to play our Stonehaven Outfitter number 2 yet. It does pump this more, but I guess we'll do it just in the event our opponent chooses not to block here. That seems very unlikely, but we do have to struggle with an issue that I've been having. I need to figure out which of these. So, yeah, I need to figure out which of these is going to move is the problem. And because of that glitch, or it may not be a glitch, but it's my own problems, I'm actually going to attack first just because it's like I'm like 99% sure our opponent blocks, and I don't want to not be able to attack into this thing, so... Right, so it probably gets red. So it's not a bad idea to like go all in to... Oh, he didn't get red. So because the deck runs, of course, Kozilek's Return. Okay, so this Inventor's Goggles is... Okay, let's... This is the one that's resolving first, and so we do not want to use its ability. Okay, so let's see if we can get this right here. All right, we did it right that time. Both 5/6s now, so they survive Kozilek's Return, so our opponent is in a bit of trouble. He could bounce our guys, you know, there's some stuff he could do, but it looks like he's spinning wheels right now. Yeah, that's basically what he's doing here, and that works for us. We're just going to bash, kill the Pilgrim's Eye. He grabbed a Forest. Guess we'll play our Needle Spires. That means we can attack with it next turn. Don't usually want to be drawing this many lands, but when you have double Tarmogoyf, and they're even better, you got bigger like Tarmogoyf now too. So we'll play Needle Spires, and we'll end our turn. If we can get equipment on Needle Spires, it'll hit so hard right now because it'll get an additional +2/+2 from the equipment. All right, Vessel, more spinning wheels, which is what we want to see. There's a very good chance we just bash for 10 this next turn. You know, it may not be T-Merge. It may be some blue-green Delirium deck. Or just blue-green Emerge. Yeah, it is an Emerge deck. Because, you know, and this is a nuisance for us that they keep playing these good blockers. All right. Well, we're not going to play our Courier. We're going to hold on to him. And we're just going to go all in here. Animate this dude. And just bash away. He just doesn't have the time to leave them in play so that he can emerge is the good news. He can actually take all of this and survive, but he goes to 3. Yeah, he's not going to do it either. I mean, he gets to draw a card off the block. And that's what makes this deck good against us, is they play all of these blockers early, like Primal Druid and Filigree Familiar, who slow down our game plan enough that it's certainly obnoxious. Okay, he's traversing. He can search for any creature, probably Ishkana, I would guess. Yes, Ishkana. So she'll hit the table. She'll bring her friends with her, and that is annoying. Bonesaw doesn't hurt. I wish I drew... If I had one more land, I could equip Needle Spires, and that would just be a beautiful thing. Okay. So, I think I play Bonesaw and equip it to one of my Stonehaven Outfitters. Suit up. This means that what does he have to? How does he have to block? If I move, I can also move goggles. Yeah, I think I move the goggles from one to the other and swing with it, and then move the goggles back because this just makes it really hard for him to effectively block. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah. I mean, he's just going to throw a spider in front of it probably, but we wanted to make it so that the blocking couldn't be much better than that. He can now start emerging things into play, which isn't great for us, but, you know, what are you going to do? So we'll move the equipment back into our turn. Yeah, it's not looking great. Getting Ishkana there hurts our soul. This is a matchup where we probably do want Declaration in Stone over Harness Lightning. What's happening right now? Something bad. Something very bad. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good because he can just like move my equipment around. Do we have a draw that can kill that? I guess Declaration in Stone can. I mean, I guess we play this out. But yeah, so we're playing a blue-green Delirium deck, it looks like. More than we were playing an Emerge deck. Could be a little both. Oh, man. That would have been so good. We could have made Ishkana unable to block. You're going to play my PNLR for me? No. You're just going to tap everything and make me swing with Needle Spires. And all my other guys too, of course, and get them all dead. I do get to draw cards off of it, but our opponent probably has us beat with this Emrakul. Probably does. What does he have protection from? Isn't it just like instants? Yeah. So if basically this deck can't beat Emrakul if it resolves because even our sideboard can't do much about it. I mean, it can. You know, if we had PNLR in play, you can get a lot done by making things unable to block. But yeah, he's going to throw one of my Stonehaven Outfitters into Emrakul and my Needle Spires into his Ishkana. We will get to draw a card. I may attack with everything, actually. I guess he doesn't really have a good block for the third creature. So maybe he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't really have a good block for the third creature. So he doesn't. He'd rather not go to 3 for obvious reasons. With PNLR in my hand, I can force through a decent amount of damage. Oh, we actually get to draw 2 cards. That's right, because we had 2 of them in play. So what we need is Declaration in Stone, basically. Something else. There's some other things that might help us. Bomat Courier is not it. Right. I forget I get a turn. I always think it's like Mindslaver, but it's not quite that good. Okay. Okay. What to do? Our Thopter can block it once, but it does have trample, so it's probably not going to matter. Bomat Courier is at least fodder for PNLR to throw at something. To not throw at something, but make something unable to block. But I don't really think we have the mana to really make that work. But we're going to play PNLR here. Move these goggles to her. Whoops. I just screwed that up because I wasn't really thinking. Way to go, me. Yeah, now we definitely lost. I mean, we probably lost anyway, but we still have a turn to draw Declaration in Stone, I guess. Can play Bonesaw. Yeah, could I have actually won there? Did I really screw up? This could have swung for, no, I could have only swung for 4 and made like both of these unable to block, but that wouldn't really be worth it. I think I'm going to play Toolcraft Exemplar. We want to try to go as wide as we can here. And we'll move one of these goggles to it, I guess. All right. The bad news about doing that, although he doesn't have red mana, so maybe we shouldn't be worried, is Kozilek's Return can kill us, but the 2 Bomat Couriers could be nice little surprises, too, for our opponent. See what else he has in his hand. If it's like Emrakul number 2, then obviously we're dead. There's no point in blocking with our Thopter. We still take 12 if we do, so. Hello, damage. Emrakul, another Emrakul. That's what it is. We will scoop. Yes, we will. Oh, yeah, we're scooping. There's no... That's gross. I mean, I guess we could have drawn... If we drew Declaration in Stone, I really screwed up there. Okay, we didn't. But it probably would have been right to keep playing because Declaration was good. Yeah, Harness Lightning doesn't seem good here. Declaration does. So does Stasis Snare because it can kill Emrakul. So can Declaration. And so... Does Skiff seem goodish here? I think it seems okay. Courier is okay too, just because it's more early damage. Yeah, I think I'll cut one Sky Skiff though. I think we're okay with 22 lands. I mean, we only brought in one more 3-drop and we cut a 2-drop for it, basically. So, see if we can do a little better here. Just a little better. I would like to play first. And this is a pretty good hand, I think. We will keep it. Man, well, we can get a really aggressive start here. But again, this is the deck that does the best job of stopping our aggressive starts. But we are going to play turn 1 Toolcraft Exemplar, turn 2 Bomat Courier. Plus another card. Yeah, I think that's still the plan. So we're going to play this Bomat Courier. I think we play another Toolcraft Exemplar. We just keep the damage as high as we can. Especially because we need the 3 power to bust through Primal Druid, which is a likely play on this next turn. Bash for 4. Exile a card. Yeah, and then we'll play second Toolcraft Exemplar. So our opponent's staring down 7 damage. Yeah, the deck always has Primal Druid. In my experience. Ooh, it's not amazing right now. We're actually not a super equipment-y strategy right now. I think we just bash with everyone. And play Exemplar and Apprentice, probably. Bash, bash, bash. Bash, I said. Thank you. Our opponent doesn't seem to be running red, so I don't think we actually need to be very worried about sweepers here, which is good news for us. It's likely he plays his next, his 3-drop who blocks our guys really well. So we go Apprentice. Then we go Exemplar. So it's just an army of 1-drops right now. Can our opponent stop us? It's pretty hard. I mean, this is 3, 6, 9. I mean, if he kills this, these do get weaker. So we probably want to play Neglected Heirloom just to be safe. Our Courier probably doesn't even swing if he plays. I think it swings if he plays that. Might just be worth it to reload our hand anyway if we get the Heirloom out of it. Yeah. Being on the play here made a nice difference. We haven't won yet, but I feel decent. Yeah, I'm going to play... I don't need to play the Heirloom, actually. So I don't think I will. Well, if I do, at least I get a card I could have played out of my hand, I guess. Yeah, we'll play the Heirloom. We're not going to equip it because I want to keep mana up for Bomat Courier. Yes, everybody gets real big. Everybody swings. He can't. 3, 6, 9. I guess he actually can just go to 1 here if he wants to, but that seems pretty nuts. Yeah. All right. And yeah, I think we, again, just leave mana up for Bomat Courier, although our opponent's not going to have a sweeper, but I still think it's probably worth it. Can you get out of this? You got out of it last time, but I don't see Emrakul coming to your aid. Yeah, all you got is Ishkanah. Yeah, you're dead. Well, we managed to win this one. Yeah, I mean, he's tapped out. So we just attack with everybody. Everyone gets big. And everybody attacks. And we win game 2. We had a very good hand. Gotta hope for something similar this time around. God, yeah, this seems like blue-green. I don't know. Emerge with a little bit of Delirium. I'm not clear on what it is, but it's a good deck, clearly. It has the same strengths that T-Merge would have or any Emerge deck has against us. So we've got to get a similarly awesome hand. This one's not quite as good, but I think it's still keepable. I think I probably lead with Beaumont Courier. Now I definitely do. That makes it a little better. Beaumont Courier is going to get in there. He's going to sacrifice that. We don't have... I mean, it's definitely not as aggressive of a start as last time, but... The more cards that get under the Courier, the better it can be in the late game. I mean, it can dig us for our Declaration in Stone when we need it. The bad news about it is I guess he's pretty terrible against Emrakul in some situations. Like, our opponent can just be like, make you discard all the cards in your hand. You know, and that's not really what we want to be doing. And it also can't attack through a Primal Druid, which is not awesome for us. I guess... I mean, I still attack, actually, because exiling the card is nice. Yeah, not being able to take down the Primal Druid here kind of sucks because our opponent can use Emerge sooner. Like, in our other games, our opponent was put in such a position that he just, like, had to block. We'll just play our Outfitter here. And this game, we're not doing that to our opponent at all. If he plays a second Primal Druid, I would probably cast... Ooh. Yeah, I think we Declaration in Stone, which slows his ramp. It does make it so he can draw some cards, but I think we're okay with that. Yeah, we're just going to go Declaration. He doesn't get to ramp. He does get 2 clues. And we'll just hit for 3 here, which is not the most blistering start, but hey, you do what you got to. You do what you got to. Ugh, should have waited a turn. Okay. Neglected Heirloom. Put it on Outfitter, I guess. Is it Sky Skiff time so we can start flowing over the annoying blockers that are going to be in our way? Probably just get in for 1 here. So this is very slow start for us. Probably not a good thing. Because our opponent obviously has some crazy strong late game. All right. So I think here I play the Skiff. It can do some work for us in the later part of the game, should we get to it. Seems like we're going to have to be in the later... Oh, is he going to counter that? No, he's just firing off one of the clues we gave him. So, Sky Skiff. One of the nice things that crewing allows is for, like, you know, it costs no mana, right? So you can end up turning this into a dude on top of everything, which is pretty nice. Okay, he's grappling. So an Ishkana very soon could have Delirium, and that's very hard for us to beat right now. He has instant land creature, so he doesn't have it yet. My God. Should have really held off on that Declaration in Stone, huh? Stonehaven Outfitter number 2, huh? Yeah, so we're just going to crew this time. Ooh, don't want to do that. Yeah, so we will crew. Then we will play Stonehaven Outfitter. Then we will play Inventor's Apprentice. And so right now we feel pretty good about sacking our Bomat Courier, drawing 4 cards. So we'll attack with these. He'll block with his Primal Druid. Then he'll draw a card with his clues. He's at 13, though. And maybe we'll draw into the removal we need when we sacrifice our Bomat Courier. Emrakul right now, still 3, so not quite at Emrakul mana, luckily for us. And yeah, we'll end our turn there. This was a very equipment light start, and creature heavy. It doesn't make a huge difference if I sacrifice Bomat Courier on my own turn, so we'll see what he does here. We definitely, discard 1, draw 4 is great, so Ishkanah is like his big play here. He could traverse into Ishkanah. You got nothing? Really? Well, I think I still do this. I'm just going to do it now. Especially because once Emrakul's in play, he could probably make us do worse things. So, what does he have here? Oh, he's going to play his big tap down your dudes, dude. Is what he's going to do. Which we hadn't seen an emerge card yet, but we should have expected that one. Buys him some time anyway. We can still no, we can't. We can't do anything. That's interesting. Oh, I guess I can't really attack into it. Sometimes this deck can get guys that are big enough that they can actually attack into that guy, but this is not that. So we're going to go Bonesaw. I mean, like, this is almost big enough to attack into it already. We'll put the Bonesaw here, and we'll play Heirloom, and we'll equip it here. Maybe playing the Exemplar would have been better. We could have actually made him big enough. That was a pretty big mistake. I could have actually equipped my Stonehaven Outfitter there and attacked if I put the Bonesaw on him. And that would have been big because our opponent would have been like, had to block with his Elder Deep Fiend. Maybe not had to, but go to 8. So yeah, that was pretty bad. Misplace. I'm much better at building decks than I am at playing them. That is for sure. So Elder Deep Fiend number 2 is on his way. They always come in pairs. What you gonna do? Maybe you wait till combat so you can like ambush me or something. That does mean I get in for 2 though. Yeah, yep. I guess he taps down these 4 things. My Needle Spires, though, right now can seriously do some damage. So we probably attack with it and equip it. He doesn't want that to happen. Okay, well, that does mean we can move the equipment around in such a way that we can at least attack. So we're going to go Bonesaw. If he dies, I draw 2 cards. Seems pretty good, right? Man, I screwed up on my mana there, too, so go me. So we're going to attack. Yeah, he's going to block it. We could have actually, again, I'm making some big mistakes here. We could have moved the Heirloom in a way, and we should have moved the Heirloom in a way to make it so the other guy could have blocked better, but I'm a fool. So we'll play our Exemplar, and we'll play Neglected Heirloom, and we'll stick the Heirloom here because he's going to get first strike and be able to attack through these pretty easily. If I hadn't made my mistakes, I don't think we would have won, but it may have made it. I mean, we wouldn't have won already. I mean, we might have won the game in the end. We'll see what our opponent has. He can cast Emrakul now, so that's cool. Is that what you got? Is that what you're going to do to me? Doesn't look like enough mana for Emrakul. Oh, that's cool. I say before it destroys me. God, you have another Elder Deep Fiend. don't have another Elder Deep Fiend. You have another Elder Deep Fiend. Oh, no, you don't. Okay. Whew. All right. Can't we just win here? Let's see if I can manage not to play myself out of this. Because we can definitely swing hard and effectively. Sky Skiff can get in the air with the help of Beaumont Courier. So I think we probably do that no matter what. Yeah. Beaumont Courier. He's going to be the most effective attacker here, especially if I just equip him with one more with this heirloom. Or I could equip the heirloom here and the bone saw here, play the goggles and equip that, and then I have more good attacks. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. There's a chance he can still play Elder Deep Fiend, incidentally. So, yeah, and we put the bone saw here. Although, again, I think I probably equipped this not in the best manner. I'm going to play these goggles. So he'll have first strike. That's why I think he's going to be the most effective attacker. He'll get to 6 power when combat starts. Elder Deep Fiend. No. Yeah, this is actually pretty good in Team Merge because you have these huge mana cost creatures. So we're going to crew. Our Beaumont Courier is going to crew it. Okay. I think I probably attack with everything. Like, if he wants to block the Apprentice, that means these guys are getting in, right? So, works for me. Or he can just block it like that if he wants to. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. That means he takes 8. We draw a card. Yeah, too bad this comes into play tapped now. But we do have our opponent low. That's where we want them. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I'll play this Vantage. We need a lot of mana to do all the equipping we're going to have to do, right? So, are we going to get there? It's close. I think we probably would have won if I'd equipped properly earlier now that we've managed to beat our opponent down to 5. So, if one of you were playing the deck would go 3-0 right here for sure. With me, it might not get there. So, yeah, it's probably going to be a turn that hinges on Rashmi doing something ridiculous, which seems possible. Can you play Emrakul? If you can, I'm going to be sad. I don't want to do the math. Okay. Yeah, he's dead unless, or most likely dead. I guess he's not quite dead, but he doesn't have a flyer, and we can probably just animate Skyskiff and give it 5 power without a whole lot of effort. So Rashmi's going to have to do something nice for our opponent here. Oh, like Rashmi. I mean, like Raksha. Oh, he doesn't have Delirium, though. But the fact that she can block is big, especially when coupled with a 4/5. Yeah, that's not cool. Why you got to do that to me, Rashmi? Why you got to be like that? Oh, that's nice. We got it. We kill Ishkana, and then I think we just get the game unless something crazy happens. Do we have enough to make this have 5? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we do. So we're going to Declaration in Stone, Ishkana. Grappling with the past. What could possibly happen here? So, nothing. Yeah, we got this. We got this. We just win it in the air on the back of our poor man's smuggler's copter. All right, so we're going to, I